Hey guys, today we have got a very interesting, understated, and cool Kizer knife that they sent me to check out. I did an unboxing last week. I've been carrying it, I've been cutting with it, and just wanted to share it with you. It's a very discreet yet capable knife. You'll notice that the blade's almost completely contained in the handle, which is basically skeletonized liner and PEI, Ultem-like material, reversible clip. This is also available. I've seen it in micarta. What makes the Skinner, which this is called, so unique is this super thin reverse Tanto blade, which gives you serious splinter digger power or piercing power, plus a very, very slicey blade. And what I think is a fantastic profile for an EDC knife. It's PVD coated. It is a design by a guy by the name of, I always mispronounce this name, but I'm going to do my best, Maciej Torbé, spelled M-A-C-I-E-J. Torbé is spelled T-O-R-B-E. So that's his maker's mark there. It says Skinner Nitro V, which it is in Nitro V. You've got this nice fuller with this nice swedge up towards the reverse Tanto. You cannot reach that to flip it, but it's got a wonderful flipper tab that you can either push button or light switch, and it flies out because it is a very light blade. It kind of reminds me, not in weight or size, but in overall shape, of my Hinderer half track, which is a Wharncliffe, because that Wharncliffe angles up so much that makes your contact with flats very easy, detail cuts easy, and it is a cardboard eating machine. I mean, this thing cuts fantastically well. It's got a choil in front of the flipper tab that really gives me a positive grip. You've got a fully back handle here that we'll get some measurements on, but I use the choil. This knife has not been sharpened or stropped, but it has cut a lot of cardboard, and it will cut some more. Am I hitting something, or is that tape? I think that was just tape. Factory edge, very good blade geometry, very piercy, very detail cutty, and just what I think is a very understated, aggressive EDC blade style. Great for opening packages, great for, heaven forbid, you're in a self-defense situation, because it is kind of a pokey knife. Here's just some regular cardboard, no tape, single ply, thicker materials. This thing is a beast. I've broken down plenty of Amazon boxes with this. I'd say probably 3 or 4 good sized boxes. And then in a second I'll show you, we've got no blade play, you've got no side to side, just very stable lockup. It is a liner lock. It is light. It's a very light knife because, again, you've got those very thin skeletonized liners, and then you've got that PEI, which weighs next to nothing. We'll get some weights here in just a second. But the blade is uber solid, no up and down. You've got this liner lock. I've tested it. I'm not much of a spine whacker because I don't think most people spine whack their knives, but you've got good access to the liner lock. Could be a little better. You do have the liner that sticks up higher than the frame, so I can get through there with no problem. It's on bearings, drop shutty, handle, or the blade disappears almost completely into the handle. The clip is deep carry and reversible. I like the shape of it. I like the look of it. It's a totally unique knife, in my opinion. Do a couple of quick size comparisons. And the lightness of this, I think, is what's going to throw you guys kind of for a loop, because it is a very, very light knife. So, about a ½ inch larger than the Benchmade Bugout. About the same size shorter than the PM2. So I'm going to say that it's a good split between the Bugout and the PM2. Really nice jimping on the blade. You've got texturing on the handle. I've not handled the micarta one, but I'm assuming it's very grippy too. So ergonomically, this is very, very good. Nitro V steel, well under 80 bucks. I want to say it's under 70 bucks. I'll leave a link to, I think, an Amazon link where these are available pretty quickly. I'll also leave a link to Kizer's store where you can see these. But they're a couple of different configurations, and I think it's just a really nice knife. Let's do a couple of quick measurements. We will find out that the overall length on this guy is right at 8 inches. I'm going to call it 8 inches. The blade is right under 3.5. I'm going to call the blade roughly 3.3, 3.25, 3.3. The handle is going to be right about over 4.5. We're going to call it 4.6, 4.7. The grip that I was holding, which is from this flat right here to this choil right here, comes in at 4.5, right over or right under 4.5 inches. So from right here to right here, I'm looking at 4.5 inches. So to me, that's quite a bit of room. Got some interesting milling here on the scales, which I like. I like the color. The spec sheet says the hardness of this Nitro V is between 61 and 62. I don't know a lot about what is optimal for Nitro V, and I haven't done any HRC tests. I've not even run this through a sharpener yet. I have been cutting with it, and it has not needed to be sharpened nor stropped. 3.05 ounces. So that's 3.05 ounces on a blade that is like 3.32, you know, over 3.25 inches long. So it's going to come in, rarely for the knives that we review, quite a bit under that inch per ounce ratio, I guess you'd say. The blade stock is very thin. 0.0940. Behind the edge, which I'm never good at getting, 0.0045. The handle thickness is right at 0.55, a little bit over a half of an inch. But just, I think, a very nice knife. If you're looking for an EDC knife that is a Wharncliffe blade, kind of pointy, unique, this is available in PEI and in micarta. Very nice size, bigger than a Bugout, smaller than a PM2. I think it's a good value. I think it's utilizing good materials. It is called the Skinner. It is PVD-coated Nitro V and PEI. It is a liner lock, and it's just kind of a winner. Wanted to share it with you guys, give you my kind of long-term thoughts. I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to all the channel members. I want to say thank you to anyone who comes in and checks out my knife and EDC content. Thank you. If you're so inclined and you hadn't had a chance yet, hit that subscribe button. Please hit that bell notification icon. It helps me when my videos come out. If you guys watch them, it gets shown to more people. But most importantly, hit the like button and look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for one another. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.